Hey, good morning, Josh. I thought you were headed out to move somewhere.
I am after we get done with our little morning meeting.
Oh, I got you. Getting your business done first, huh?
That's right.
All right, very good. Okay, so we are live. I apparently am holy this morning. Green. And the green screen. How does it look, man?
Get some church turn.
Do I look like I'm about to float away or anything? Do I look like a hologram?
You care.
All right. Okay. Well, let's get started. We'll be brief this morning. I know everybody's ready to get started back. Exciting week coming back from Memorial Day weekend. We'll start here with what we're thankful for this morning. Josh, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful that I get to spend some time with some friends I haven't seen in a while.
Ah, gotcha. Why have you not seen them in a while? Just different.
They live in Knoxville.
Gotcha. Very good. They coming here to visit?
No, I went to the lake with him in Knoxville.
Very nice. Josh, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful. I just got a really good group around me today that's going to help me move, so I don't have to do it all by myself.
Right. You got some people kicking in to help. Tell us about your new place, man. Are you liking it?
I don't know. I'm going to see it today for the first time. So
Gotcha.
We'll see.
Gotcha. New adventures.
Yeah,
I like
adventures.
it. I like it. Ed, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful that also that we have a great.
Yeah, do you need any extra hands?
Yes. I need all the help I can get.
Gotcha. Allie, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful I got to spend some time with the people I love this weekend and meet some new people this weekend.
All right. Did you go out of town or were you in town?
Kind of out of town, Smithville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Lake
so
maybe.
Like an hour.
Yeah.
Not really out of town. But
Right. Beside town.
Yeah, exactly.
Trish, what are you thankful for this
I'm
morning?
thankful for a lot of things, but I guess mostly because I live in the best country in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you traveled overseas very much?
A little bit.
Yeah. Don't have to figure out America's the best place to live, huh? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to get started this week with the idea that your dream is now. And what do I mean by that? So each of you are in business. Each of you are trying to achieve certain goals, so on and so forth. So paint that picture for me just a little bit. Like, Josh, when you think about your real estate career and you think about what you're trying to accomplish, do you have a vision in your mind of what that looks like or what that destination looks like or what you're driving on every day to try to make happen? And the answer may be you're still putting it together because you're kind of newer to the business, but has that started to come clear to you at all?
Yeah, I'm starting to put it together. I write my goals down every day.
Okay.
And, some of them are in just everyday life, but a lot of them are from real estate.
So describe that just a little bit.
Just, like the number of houses sold in a year and then, the actual net income.
Have you been able to see yourself doing every day once you get to your goal? Like if your goal is, I want to close 10 houses a month, have you been able to see yourself doing the things that you have to do when you're closing 10 deals a month? No right or wrong answer. This is a hard question. Purpose is to stretch to get to that point. So have you been able to see yourself, this is what my day-to-day looks like when I'm closing 10 deals a month?
Definitely not there yet, but kind of have an idea of what I kind of need to do, just definitely not there and not consistent with.
All right, Josh, what about yourself? When you start thinking about your goals, your units that you want to do this month or this year, and you see that happening, have you been able to see what does your life look like on a daily basis when that's happening? Describe a little bit of the difference between that and today. Not actually specifically today, but you know what I'm saying.
More people.
Okay, so more people. All right, so for you to
My
really
goal,
reach
yeah.
what you're trying to do, you've got to get more people. Okay.
My goal is to have my net income, my overall goal, my net income is $12.5 million. In order to do that, I can't do that just on my own. I have to have people on it.
Got to have a team, got to have people.
So I'm looking more like a manager, leader position rather than a salesperson.
Yeah, I understand. Ed, what about yourself? In your specific part of our business, do you see yourself and you say, okay, 2 years from now, I'm trying to get here, or I'm trying to get the team to this point, and this is what my day-to-day looks like at that point?
Yeah, I have like a short term and a long term already in place that I plan to.
All right. All right. Now, Allie, you're a little bit newer to the business, but you're picking up steam, moving right along. Have you done this exercise where you say to yourself, okay, this is what I want my life to look like?
Yes.
And now, what are some of the different, what does that look like for you?
Just staying committed each day, you know, not one day, going to the side and be like, oh, I can pass this up this day. You gotta stay committed to the things I plan each day to make sure I see the progress I wanna see.
Okay, very good, very good. Now, Trish, what about yourself? Have you sat down and kind of gone through this exercise a little bit?
To see what my real estate business will look like or what my life would look like.
Either one, actually.
I'm scared to see
I'm
what
scared.
my real estate business is gonna look like. I'm actually a little concerned, like, if I do too well, this is so weird, that I'm gonna be too into it and I'm not gonna have a balance in my life. So I really wanna just travel and not even have to think about, finances. Like, I wanna be able to buy what I want, when I want, and not have to check my bank account first.
That's a big goal.
Gotcha. Okay, so your end goal then is to have income or recurring income that you aren't in the kind of day-to-day sales piece. All right. So now here's the exercise for today. The exercise for today is to realize the differences between what you want to have happen, what you see happening, and what you're actually doing and trying to accomplish. Now, you may ask yourself, well, okay, so that just sounds like a bunch of different things that I don't really see how they kind of all relate. Well, I'm going to share this with you because I myself, just like all of you, do the exact same things when it comes to constructing my life, constructing my business, doing all these sorts of things. And you have sort of like a dream in mind, right? How much have we said chase your dreams, or follow your dreams, or make sure you're consistently chasing your dreams, like all these things. We all have this vision. So that vision of you traveling and not being able to, or not having to worry about your monthly income, or the vision of you staying committed on a daily basis and not missing any opportunities, all of those things, do you guys have a clear picture in your mind of what that looks like? So in other words, can you see yourself traveling and not having to worry about check? Okay.
Yes.
Now, when you think about that, that destination of I've been committed on a daily basis to every opportunity, or Ed, I've been committed to putting the structures in place that let the team produce more, so on and so forth. When you think about being that manager with that $12.5 million net revenue coming in, when you think about reaching your goals that you've written down, when you think about seeing yourself do those things, then does that look different than what your day looks like today? How?
Much.
How does your end goal that you've put in mind, your dream that you've put in place, that you're chasing, how does that look different than what your day looks like today?
Mm-hmm.
Not specifically today, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, how does your day-to-day now look different than that end goal?
It's a lot more stressful.
Now,
Well, how do you know that?
Then, like, whenever I get to that point.
Because we're not there yet.
I'm not there yet, because I would say it looks like this. Right now, I'm really worried about me and Josh. Okay? But whenever I get to that point, I'll be worried about me and 100 other Josh.
All right,
That's
so
gonna be stressful.
maybe, but they also say that the stress level of a CEO is on balance lower than the stress level of an entry-level employee
Really?
at McDonald's.
I didn't know that.
So think about this. If you're a CEO and you're in charge of making decisions for 500 to 1,000 people, and your net revenues are $15 million a year, or whatever the case may be, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. But is that more stressful or less stressful than I've got to show up at an entry-level position, work 8 hours to not make enough money to pay my bills, to then have to walk home from work, to then have to, one bobble in that scenario, and that person is really behind, really having a hard time.
Yeah, I see what you mean now, yeah.
So to me, that's more stressful.
Yeah.
because you don't have any room for error. That's not the same thing as responsibility. What you're looking for is great responsibility. And with responsibility comes a lot of heavy weight. The weight of responsibility, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? That's part of it. But don't mistake those two. Stress level and responsible goals, these different things I wanted to do, because I'm constantly looking at those, just like all of you. I realized that there was some mismatches between what I have to self-correct and bring those a little bit more closely in line. That then led me to the realization and some satisfaction you're going to have for having been committed. All of those things, those are really just visions. They're just up and go in and be like, oh, here's the little Trish that went to Paris this month. You see what I'm saying? They don't actually exist. I can't go find jobs. What does exist is right here, right now. So the dream you have of $12.5 million in revenue and check your bank account is because you're going to walk out of here and you're going to go find somebody who's looking to buy a great new home in Riverview Cove. You see what I'm saying? The feeling, now yours is a little different because you talked about a feeling, not a destination as much. So I would say stick within that feeling and realize that the opportunities that you take today are no more or no less important than the one you take 5 years from now. Right now is the dream. This is the dream. You are living that life that you want to live. And so you've got to make those things line up. And so if you ask yourself, what does my future look like? What is my dream? Then you realize I'm living that dream now. It may change some of the things that you do on a daily basis and how you approach everything, okay? The dream is now. Glad to be here with y'all. Van, take us out of here.